What is the Assure model? The Assure model is a six-step instructional system design, or ISD, intended to help teachers to utilize technology and media in the classroom.
So, how does it work? Assure can be used in a lesson plan to improve your own teaching and your students' learning while using the technology.
Assure acronym stands for these important components. A for Analyze Learners, S for the State Objectives, S is for Select Methods, Media, and Materials, U is for Utilize Methods, Media, and Materials, R for Require Learner Participation, and lastly for E, it stands for Evaluate and Revise. Number 1. Analyze Learners. To analyze learners, you must examine the learners in detail. The audience can be analyzed into general characteristics such as age, grade level, sex, and even socio-economic status. Competency such as prior knowledge, skills, and attitude. Lastly, the learning style such as bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, logical mathematical, and etc. Number 2. State Objectives. This statement will focus on what the learner know or be able to do as a result of the instruction. Audience, for whom is the objective intended? Behavior. What is the behavior or the performance to be demonstrated? Conditions. What are the conditions under which the behavior or performance will be observed? Lastly, degree. To what degree will the knowledge or skill be mastered? Number 3. Select methods, media, and materials. It is important to choose methods, media, and materials that will appropriately meet the state objectives that you are teaching. Materials also need to be bought or borrowed ahead of time, which requires preparation.
Number 4. Utilize methods, media, and materials. This step in the Assure process concerns making a plan as to how you will utilize the technology, media, and material that you have selected. This can be both challenging and creative. It is important to follow the 5 Ps. Preview the technology, media, and materials. Prepare the technology, media, and materials. Prepare the environment. Prepare the learners and provide the learning experience.
Number 5. Require learner participation. Requiring the learner to be actively involved in the lesson will help them retain what they are learning. Some ways to do this are to incorporate cooperative learning structures, questioning, having discussions, or creating fun or hands-on activities. Lastly, evaluate and revise. In this step, you evaluate the impact of your teaching on students' learning. This includes an evaluation of your teaching strategies and the technology, media, and materials that you use. Reteaching is not a negative thing. It's actually the mark of a great teacher that recognizes when the students did not meet their learning outcome and are committed to ensuring their students' success.
In addition, Assure model is very important for teachers because it will guide them for choosing a specific strategies and resources to aid the learning process. It can also be used in assessing students' performance and letting them know what they're going to accomplish inside the class. By using the Assure model, it will help teachers to figure out what method they will going to use for their discussion. It will also let them evaluate what appropriate materials and technology they're going to use for the teaching process that align with their goals. Lastly, the Assure model lets teachers on how to become effective and improve their teaching skills and reach their objectives for the class.